soaring through the air after making the mistake of getting hit by a missile while playing Arma 3. I wondered, why do I play this game? For Christ's sake, I own an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 950 graphics card, valued at more than $250. I could play any game I wanted. Well, maybe not the super good ones, but most games. Well, at least the majority of the low-end games. Some of them at least. After doing some soul searching, I have decided that I play Wasteland because it offers something almost no other game does. If you know what you are doing, you will find yourself in situations where someone is just trying to play the game and ends up exploding because you shot him from 2 kilometers away. The noob has no way to defend himself or fight back. Most of the time he does not even know where he was shot from or by what he was killed. And I do not know about you, but that makes my PP hard as a goddamn rock. For example, here I am playing with my good friend David. We are both in tanks. Although that shitty APC he is in is a death trap on wheels. Anyway, we notice someone is in the area we are trying to take. Because of the way the map works, they can only be in one of the buildings. So David and I start doing what anyone in a tank should do. Start blowing shit up. These were classic noobs. They did not have rocket launchers. All they had was rifles. And they hid in one of the worst places you could hide. But they are beautiful, and make this game worth playing. Without idiot noobs hiding from tanks in buildings that can be destroyed by tanks, this game would be no fun. When there isn't much going on, I will try to throw in some clips of prior games so it won't get boring. There are several infantry shooting at us with anti-tank missiles. You can't hear them when in the tank view, but you can see them coming. To dodge them I only have a couple of seconds to throw some smoke and hide behind the hill. You will see me do this several times. The area is being overrun with infantry. I constantly have to check the surrounding woods and nearby town. A gun store is a few hundred meters away, so eventually you will usually die if someone is angry enough at you. David took out the independent that was trying to take the base. Once one of them is in the area, his friends can spawn in, and at that point it is usually very difficult to get them out. We seem to have gotten this one early enough though. To camp from here, it is very important your team owns the center base. If your team does not control it, you can be shot very easily in the rear by rockets. To avoid a rocket up your ass, it is a good idea to check how your team is doing every now and then. The team that does not own the center base usually spawns in the southern gun store area. This area blows chunks. Annoying independents constantly swarm you from the hills. Bitch-ass snipers shoot at you from the hills south of the store, and the worst are the swimsuit fucks that swim around and snipe from rocks on the coast. Jesus fucking Christ, I almost shit my pants. See if you can spot the little independent snake in the grass. Look at this disgusting rat. Thinks he is being sneaky. Thinks that as a tank driver I won't see him. It disgusts me just thinking about how long this little slug has been slithering around my tank for. The coward tries to run. He knows it is useless. He has already been chased out of his rat hole. One of the rockets coming from the south finally gets David. It was his last day before retirement. He leaves behind 1 child and 3 wives. He will be missed, but I have to get back to exterminating the rats. If I cannot kill enough noobs, they might rise up and drive their shitty cars into the north and clog up our beautiful roads with their corpses, ruining the view for everyone. They thought the tank they destroyed was alone. See them swarm out of their holes and rush towards the gun store. David is back, and he spots a rocket flying towards me. I move back to dodge it. Turns out it was 2 rockets. These noobs are angry, and think they can solve all their problems by killing me. It hurts my feelings. You can tell a Verona anti-tank missile is coming by a popping sound it makes when fired. Because David and I are only looking towards the front and not to the side, I have to move back each time I hear the noise because there could be a missile coming my way that we have not spotted. This tank is one of my favorites for camping because it can take a direct Verona hit to the front. One that hits the back or side of the tank usually means death, so I am sometimes a bit paranoid when I hear the sound of the Verona being fired. Each time I move back it is because David spots another rocket. Some of them are shooting at David too, but he dodges them without any problems. This is usually the point when it gets dangerous. They know where I am, and a good player could grab a launcher from the gun store, get into a car and come pay me a visit. Sometimes the scope shows a clear line of sight when the barrel of the gun is actually obstructed. I accidentally shoot the wall in front of me. Luckily David is far enough away so he does not get hurt. I move back every couple of seconds if I cannot find a target. This is because a Verona that was fired usually takes a while to fly the distance, and moving back makes it a lot more difficult for them to hit me. I feel pretty safe right now. It seems like Mortar has either given up the base or been pushed out. I am speeding up the video now because nothing very interesting happens. The enemy is hiding behind the crest of the hill where I cannot hit them, and it does not look like anyone with anti-tank is active. I will show you some other clips while I speed this along. Look at those sexy ass headshots. This is true skill. I sometimes like laying around an ATM playing dead. I'm always surprised but it works about 90% of the time. Back to the camping. You can see that David has his own Verona missile launcher. I snipe his kill before his missile ends because, if you have not noticed by now, I am toxic as fuck and can't stand that he is getting more kills than I am. If jets are ruining your day, I can only recommend the Center anti-air station. It even killed the really expensive jets. I do not see the incoming missile before it is too late. I throw smoke but the lucky fuck still hits me. I take damage, but survive. If I would take another hit I would be dead, so I need to repair. No one wants to watch someone repair a tank, so here are some more clips. Back to the camping footage. At this point, anyone with half a brain knows I am here. After all, I have been shooting from this spot for about 20 minutes now. They cannot do anything with me here, so all their good players are beginning to move up to destroy my tank. David has positioned himself a bit further up front to possibly catch them. David is spotting them, but I can't get a clear shot without moving from cover. Staying in the tank is quickly turning into a suicide mission. They seemingly have a very good angle on me at this position, so I have moved to a different spot. I am running low on ammunition and they are almost everywhere. In the business we call this a rat plague. You can hear the popping of Verona anti-tank missiles being fired almost every couple of seconds now. I have never seen them this mad before. This is now an impossible position to hold using the tank. They know where I am and are steadily firing. This one hits me so I need to repair, but only David still has a repair kit. I have to wait for him. They are now firing mortars at us. They must have finally understood that only using missiles is almost useless with us repairing. I get very lucky that I do not die here. Mortars are very expensive on this server, so they are obviously hella mad. David has balls of steel. He decides to repair the tank while being shelled. I decide the safest place to be is in the tank, so I make a run for it. The tank is repaired and I decide to go bank it in the garage. We have used up all our repair kits, most of our ammo, and this position has become almost useless. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. For anyone still watching, I included an attack on the central base.
Fuck you, asshole, fuck you. Fuck you, I fuck your mom. Look. Yo, your mom, come here. Look, it's your mom.
one again.